So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a little bit of a game, get our legs nice and warmed up, everything pretty much warmed up, and it's a little bit of conditioning too. So what we're going to do is you're going to grab your ball, make sure it's nice and lightweight, make sure that nothing is in the way of you. You're going to have your chair, and then you're going to have your basket area. So we have, it's like basketball, we have where we're going to be shooting at, and we have here. Now for this game, we're not going to be shooting with our hands, we're going to be shooting with our feet. So we're going to have our feet here, we're sitting in our chair. You're going to put your hands on the sides. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Go ahead and retrieve the ball. Do it again. Nice. Just like that. Cool, cool. Alrighty. Very nice. Now, if we want to make this harder, what we can do is, we can do one of two things. You can switch out your ball for a heavier ball. So I have a weighted ball right here. It's heavier, so it's going to be a lot more workout on my legs. So you're going to be here, you have your weighted ball, you try to do the same thing. It's a bit heavier, it's going to be harder to throw. You can do that, or instead of using this small area right here, you can take a basket and you can try to shoot it into the basket. So we'll get our lightweight ball here. We're going to try to get into the basket, okay? We're going to have to make sure our timing is right. We're going to make sure that we get our legs as high as we can. Alright? So we're coming here, kick. Just like that. Alright, it's pretty fun little workout. If you don't have a ball, or if you don't have a basket, but you have a ball, just do the leg lifts. Do them slow. Slow. If you want to make it harder, like I said before, you can add some weight. Alright? It's a lot harder with weight. So you hear? Just like that. Alright? So for rolls, we're going to be working on rock and rolls first, and then we'll get into the actual parkour roll. So a rock and roll is whenever you are standing here, you sit on your butt, you rock back, and then you come back up to your feet like that without your hands. I did a little workout for Ninja Quest on this exercise, so we're going to redo it today, and I have some extra things to add on to it. So for our rock and roll, if you can't get to the ground, I want you to do these exact same workouts I'm doing in a chair. Alright, so whatever I do, try to do it in your chair as best you can. Okay, so first one, we're just going to be sitting here. I want you to bring your knees up to your chest until you fall back. If you're in the chair, don't worry about falling back. Don't fall back. You're going to roll forward, and I want you to tap your toes. Like this. Tap your toes. Same thing if you're in the chair. Right back. Tap your toes. We do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Alright, cool. And if you're in the chair, you're going to rock back, touch your toes. Notice my butt comes off the chair a little bit, then I come back. Boom. You can even grab backwards like this and go forward like that. Okay? Your next step is you're going to reach past your toes. Okay? So when you reach past your toes, you're going to be touching the floor in front of your toes. You're going to rock back, reach out in front, boom, like that. If you can, try to reach so far, reach out as far as you can. Try to reach out as, so far that you go onto your tippy toes instead of staying on your feet flat-footed. So you're going to rock back, reach forward, go to your tippy toes, and then come back. Reach forward, tippy toes, just reach past your toes, tap the ground. Okay? If you're in the chair, same thing, rock back, past your toes. Okay? Past your toes. Alright? Just like that. Now the next step is just really getting enough momentum that you rock forward and you can stand up. So if you're here, you can rock back, reach out forward, try to stand up on your toes just like that. Use the momentum. If you need a little bit of help, you can use the chair If you're not sitting in it, of course. If you're not sitting in it, grab a chair. And what you can do is you can rock back, rock forward, reach for the chair, grab it, and push to help you stand up. Make sure that when you go toward the chair, you're moving your body towards it and then pushing. Don't try to push if your butt's still back here. You're just going to push yourself back. So you're going to rock back, forward, go forward, reach for the chair, push with your legs. That way you can get better at standing up. And then once you get that down, just do it without the chair. If you're in the chair, I want you to try and just rock back, stand up here, and then safely come back down. Boom. Boom. If you get it down here, if you get that down, you can try to do it standing up and then coming back. And then you can try to do it in a lower surface, like a low sofa or a low lawn chair. You can do it on a lower surface to get better at the rock and roll. So do what you can, try your best. Let's do this like 3 more times. Okay? So rock back. Just like that. If you want a little bit of a challenge, try and let's stand up on one leg. You might need the help of a chair for this one. If you're going to be standing up on your left leg, I want you to use your right hand to hold the chair to help you. So you're going to rock back. You're going to stand up only on your left leg. Right hand, push. Alright? This is really helpful for the parkour roll because when you come out of a parkour roll, you're going one foot, then the other. So you rock back, then you go forward. Pushing with the chair. Alright? We'll do the other side too. Two. Boom. Nice and easy. When you're doing your roll, your parkour roll, you are first off rolling across from your shoulder to your hip. If I'm rolling my left shoulder, I go to my right hip. I'm going to my right, go to my left. Alright? So what we're going to do is I just want you guys to try and do the rock and roll where you rock back. Just rock back. Don't rock forward. Try to rock back. I want you to sway from side to side. So it's going to look like this. You're going to rock back, but before your shoulders touch the ground, I want you to go to either your left or your right side. So you're going to rock back, go to your left, go to your right. Just like that. Alright? So you're going to rock back. Boom. You're going to be going for either your left or your right side. So you go back straight, left, or go to your right. Right. Okay? So now, if you got that down, I want you to lean towards one side first. I'm going to lean toward my right. Lean towards your right or your left side, and I want you to start falling back. And when you roll back, I want you to move over to your other side. So I'm on my right hip. I'm going to fall backwards. Then as I fall back, I'm going to move to my left. Like that. Alright? And of course you do on the other side. Alright? So that's that for just rocking back and forth. How do we do the full roll? Of course. Now that was the back end. Let's teach you the front end. So for the front end of the roll, you're going to be making an L with your feet here. That L with my feet. You're going to bend your knees, take your hands, you're going to make a triangle, a diamond, whatever you want to make with your hands, but you're going to be placing it out to the side. Alright? Whatever side your hands are on, you're going to be looking. So my hands are on my right, I'm going to look to the right. Okay? So from here, I want to look to the side, I want to straighten my legs and go on my tippy toes. Like that. And then come back. Alright? So you're going to be here, stand up, go on your tippy toes, and then come back. You're shifting your weight towards your hands. And then you're going to be moving to your shoulder in the next step. So practice again. L's, diamond, look to the side, leg straight, go forward, come back. Alright, so how do we link the front half and the back half? It's very simple. All you have to do is when you shift your weight towards your hand, bend your other arm. So if I'm going to the right, I'm going to bend my left arm. I'm going to bring my elbow towards the ground. I'm not going to go onto my elbow, I'm going to try to go to my shoulder, okay? So I'm here, I'm going to put my hands out to the right, so I'm going to go to my opposite arm. I'm going to stand up, shift my weight, bend my arm, and then I roll, okay? We'll do this again. We're here, I have my L's. I make my diamonds in my triangle. Stand up straight, shift your arm, or shift forward, and then roll. Just like that. Okay? Whew. Now, some of you already have your forwards rolls, but if you're trying to learn your backwards roll, it's actually very simple. You can just take the steps that you learned before and just reverse them. So, we're going back to the back end of the roll. You're going to start on one side of your body. I'm on my right side right now. You're going to fall backwards, start shifting to your left, but this time all you have to do is push and go over that shoulder back to the front half. So now it's almost like we're going in reverse for the backwards roll. So if we're doing our backwards roll, start on one side, just like we did at the very beginning. Rock back, hands here, and push with your arms. Okay? Make sure you sway to the side. You should not be going over your head. You should be going over your shoulder. You should be able to look to the ground where you want to go. So we're going to the side, one side, or you're choosing the side. You're going to fall back and fall to the other side. Put your hands down, push, then roll. So you're here, just like that. Pushing. Cat grabs. You're going to have your feet under your ledge and you have your hands on top. I have my hands like this on the top. I'm putting the ledge right here in my fingers, all right? And like right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get used to getting into the cat grab position, okay? So let me grab a chair. Actually, I'll get my chair here. This is a really neat little thing. I have my chair here. Before I even go onto the step stool, I'm just gonna practice squatting and keep my hands here. So I'm gonna squat down, my arms are gonna straighten out, and I'm gonna get here. And I'm gonna stand up. All right, just like that. Squat down, I'm gonna stand up. Good. You can try to go down as slow as you want and then try to come up as fast as you can. So it's a good workout. Try to like slow motion it, really feel your grip on the ledge. It tests your grip, and then you can pull up slowly. It's like a workout right here. Very good. Just like that. Go down slow. And then go up fast. Just like that. Of course, we can do it the other way. We can do it here with our feet on top of the stool. So my feet are on top of the stool. My feet are going to be right under my hands. Just like if I was on an actual wall. My feet and my hands are going to be on the same plane. So I'm going to be here, feet here, going to lower down slow, boom, and then come up fast. Just like that. If you don't have the stool, that's perfectly fine. You do the exact same thing without it. Here, going down slow, and then coming up fast. Just like that. Going down slow, and then you can try to go up as fast as you can this time. Boom, pull. Use your muscles. Pull yourself up fast. Down slow. Up fast. Now I want you to try to go down fast and then pull up slow. Slowly pull. Like that. Down slow. Up fast. Or up slow. Boom. So you're alternating those different speeds, going down slow, going up fast. You're alternating it so you can work different muscles of your body. Cool. When you're on a wall, typically, you aren't going to be hanging with your feet together like this. Usually, you want to have them spread out, kind of like this, so that you can do what's called a cat back. So a cat back is whenever you're on the wall, you push off of the wall, you do a little bit of a 180 turn, and it allows you to go away from the wall. So if I'm here on the wall, I can go down here, step, and push off. All right? And this could be a move that you can use to go across from one side to another. You can drop down slow, and then boom, just like that. Notice that as I go down slow, like this, I'm pulling and my foot goes on the wall at the exact same time. So I'm pulling up, my foot goes on, I'm looking to the side, so I look before I leap, and then I push off of that foot to get over here. What we can do is, if we grab this mat here, I can try and pre it. Okay, I can try to land on it. So I'm gonna cat grab here, boom. I'm gonna step up and pre. Okay, try it one more time. Down, boom. Just like that. Okay, it's pretty cool, right? All right, so when we're working on our wall climbs, we can use a chair against the wall, and you want to make sure that the chair is against the wall so it's not tilting over when we're doing our exercises. So in order to understand the wall climbing technique, the wall stepping technique, we need to understand the concept of knee drive. So knee drive is whenever you are in a staggered position and you bring one of your knees up as high as you can in order to send you upwards. Okay, so what we can do to understand that is we can have a chair here, and you can just try to put your foot on the chair. Okay, very simple. You're using knee drive to bring your knee up and onto the chair. That's knee drive, that's parkour. So what we can do from there is we can practice extending our leg and pushing and adding force to the chair. All right, so for this exercise, just for this one, you're going to be stepping and pushing straight down, like that. Other leg, push, straight down. Some of you guys have already done this exercise before. You've done it in different workout classes. You're doing basic exercise moves, and now you can apply them to parkour. So you're here, boom. Okay, other side, boom. All right. Now if this was an actual wall, let's say this is a vertical, straight up and down wall. We can't just put our foot on top and push down, right? It's going to be vertical. So our foot's most likely going to be like this, or like this, okay? When our foot is like that, it's very hard to put any kind of force into it. You can't just push straight down and go up. You also don't want to push straight into the wall if it's vertical, because it's going to send you straight back. So you want to kind of have a mixture. You want to push into the wall, you want to push down. So you'll be pushing at an angle in and down, so it sends you up and out, away from the wall, so you're not going straight into the wall. Make sure that your knee's nice and high, your foot's on there, you have your good knee drive, and you're just trying to add that force going in and down. So going in and down, boom. All right, as you step up, boom. If you want to add our hands to the picture, you can think of it like your arms are, they're going to move the exact same way as your legs. It's like a puppet. Boom. When my arms move, my leg moves, okay? You're going to pick a leg that's going to go on top, your arm's going to follow that leg. So my arms are back here, because this leg's back here. I'm going to step, my arms follow my leg, and then they go up to the ceiling. I have a little object up here hanging from the ceiling. You can also use a balloon if you have that. Try to use it and try to either tap it or grab it, okay, as if it's the top of the wall. Okay, it's right above my chair, right above my wall. So I'm going to step here, swing my arms with the leg. It follows. Boom. Boom. All right? Boom. And try to tap the top. Try to get to the top. Boom. 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 And of course you want to try and extend as much as you can there so that you can get as high as you can on the wall without having to worry about getting too much momentum. You can really push into the wall. It's going to be a bit harder if it's straight up and down, but right now try to really get those muscles built up by pushing nice and hard and extending as much as you can. Boom. Try to grab the top. Boom. Boom. Okay? Now I have this pillow here, and it's just a marker. It's kind of to tell me that I can't get any closer to the chair. I can't step on the pillow. If I'm this close to a wall and I try to step up, I'm either going to knee the wall or my foot is gonna be so, I'm gonna be so close that my foot just slides down and I'm gonna go into the wall. So you wanna be about 2 feet, like 2 feet, 2 or 3 feet away from the wall. Before you step onto it, reach up and try to tap. Okay? If you wanna practice two-stepping, make sure your chair's against the wall. You can actually go step here, step on the top of the chair, and then practice reaching up. Try to touch the ceiling this time. Make sure that you're being safe and that your chair is stable. So you're gonna go step, step, hands on the wall. Step, step, hands on the wall. All right? Boom. Just like that. So this is the beginnings of the roll vault. When you're doing a roll vault, you're pretty much doing that motion, this rolling motion right here. Take your hand, go across your foot, and then you collapse down and roll to your feet like that, okay? If that is still hard, I'm about to move on to the actual vault, but if that's hard, you make sure you practice that first just on the ground. If the roll on the ground's hard, practice going side to side and just practice building momentum. Practice building momentum by opening up and closing in. Opening up, closing in, closing in. Make sure your hips are off the ground. Now we're going to get to our roll vault. For this roll vault right here, you want to get your shoulders onto the obstacle. You don't want your back to touch. So what we can do is we can just kind of lay here on the obstacle, get our hips off, practice rocking side to side, and then down to the ground. Okay? Really focus on keeping your hips off of the obstacle. So you can sit, hips up, boom, and come over. Once you get better at that, you can try to do the full roll vault where you go straight down and you can roll straight over. Just like that. Okay? You can use your legs to help you kick over. So you can step here, kick, and then roll forward. Kick this back leg up and then try to jump off of this foot into your roll. This is the beginning of like a side flip, okay? Because in a side flip, you want to be jumping straight down, and you can use your arm and your leg to kick up and give you momentum to roll. So you're here, you step, and you roll over. Now I'm going to show you guys how to play the game Add-On by yourself. So Add-On is a parkour game where you set a trick, and then a friend of yours does that trick, and then they add on to whatever you just did. So they do some other move. It can be a jump, a vault, spin, whatever. It can be whatever. But usually it requires 2 people. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Add-On, and we're going to go 8 rounds. So let me show you how we're going to do it 8 rounds. Let's say I start off with a safety vault. We learned that in like the first class. So I do a safety vault here. Now, you're going to do a push-up, okay? This is kind of to simulate the other person's turn. So you're just going to do a push-up, 1 push-up. After you do your push-up, you're going to do the safety vault, and then you're going to add on to it, okay? So I'm going to do a safety, and then I'm going to do, I'll do the roll vault. Just like that, okay? Do another push-up. So now it's push-up time. Boom. And then we do a safety, we do the roll vault, and then we'll add on to that. So the push-up is just going to be the break in between, but you're still going to be adding on things yourself. So now not only are you working on different skills, but you're working on your creativity. You're working on coming up with things on the fly. So we'll get started with that. I'm going to be starting off with just a simple safety vault. And then we'll do our push-up, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. So, safety, push-up, next one do safety, rock and roll, push-up. Now make sure you do push-up here. Push-up. Now you're going to do safety, rock and roll, and then I'm gonna do, let's say I'm gonna step over like this. All right, push up. Now we're gonna do safety, rock and roll, step over, and then we can do lazy vault. Try your best to do that move. And then we'll do a push up again. Go. Safety, rock and roll, step over, lazy vault. Ooh. Then we'll do kind of like a needlepoint handstand. All right, now do a push up. Let's do safety, rock and roll. Forgot what's next. Oh yeah, step over, lazy, handstand. And then next we can do, I'm going to kind of do like a side vault over, like this. And then push up. I think we're on like round 6 right now. 2 more add-ons. Safety, rock and roll. Keep going, guys. Step over. Lazy, handstand. What I do? Oh, yeah. Side vault here. And I gotta add on one more. I'm gonna add on, let's see, backward safety. So for the backward safety, you're gonna place your hands here. Your back's gonna be facing where you wanna go. You step through like that. Pretty cool move. All right, push up. Oh yeah, one more add-on. Boom. One more. Safety. Rock and roll. Step over. Oh no. Lazy. Ooh. Handstand. Ooh. What I do here? Side vault. I think it was backwards. Safety. And then we'll do roll vault next. So we worked on pretty much all the moves that we've gone over, vaulting wise and floor wise, just doing that game of add-on. So play that. Those are your add-ons. Play that, whatever you want. I think it's time to stretch now, right? Yeah, it's time to stretch. Let me clear up my area. Ooh. And when you are playing add-on, you don't have to do those specific moves. You can make up your own moves. You can get creative with it. Do things that you want to work on. That's just an idea. But now you know how to play the game by yourself.